Hi guys, it's your girl Kingharris. Welcome to my channel. If you're new, welcome to my channel. Make sure to subscribe down below on the red button before you leave, so you can be updated on every new video that's gonna be coming out and what I'm gonna be up to in the future. So let me just give you a second to do that. Subscribe down there. Okay, so alright. Today's video, I thought why not make a video about what I have learned in my 20s. Yeah, my birthday is right around the corner, so I thought okay, I can make this video and then I'll post it either the day before. I'm gonna talk about 20 different things. So what I have learned, first of all, the first thing on my list is be positive about life, be positive about stuff like situations. First of all, everything that happens for a reason. Before, I didn't know that. Growing up, I would be yeah, I thought when I was having a bad day or in a bad situation, I thought it was gonna be the end of my life or the end of everything. Yeah, and I would be so moody and stuff. But now, after all these years, I've learned that if you're in a bad situation or if anything happened to you or happens to you, is because it is meant to happen. I know you'll be yeah, it is meant to happen. That's what I believe anyways. And after believing that, and life just got a bit easier, yeah, for me. So yeah, so when I'm in a bad situation, I just think okay, this is happening because it's supposed to happen. Learn to say no often. And growing up, I don't even think I knew the word no. Okay, so if I'll be in this group, a friend group, or this, what should I call it, I don't even know, but I was always this one that was so easy to manipulate, or I don't know how to say it, but yeah, I always said yes to stuff even though I didn't want it, but it was just because I felt okay, if you say yes, then it's you feel people are gonna like you more, or yeah, or everyone else is doing it, so it's cool, then you feel you have to say yes. So yeah, I never used to say no often. I was a yes sir person, even though I didn't like it. It was oh, can I is this cool with you? Can I? And I'm yeah, okay, yeah, it's fine. But deep down, it wasn't fine. Anyways, in my 20s, I learned that if something is not cool with you, stand up, say no, it's not cool. No, I don't want it. Or no, I don't want it like that. No, you can't do that. Or no, you can't have that. Period. Okay, not everyone is gonna like you in life, you know. When I say not everyone is gonna like you, you meet someone today and this person will just hate you, hate you. I don't even know how to say hate for you to understand that this hate is passionate. They will hate you for no reason, and this person doesn't even know you, and that's life. That's fine. People will just hate you for no reason, and not everyone is supposed to like you, if you know. And in my 20s, I've learned that okay, it's fine, this person doesn't like me, it's not because of me, it's because of them. They just wake up and they choose not to like me, and that's fine. Learn to live with that. Learn to live with that. Not everyone is gonna like you, and stop pleasing, or stop trying to please everyone around you, oh, you have to like me. No, it's fine, not everyone is gonna like you, and you should learn to live with that. Things change, meaning things change, people change, and even you yourself, you're not the same person that you were a year ago. As the day go by, you learn what is important in life and what is not. And when it comes to material things, it's okay, do I really need this iPhone 7 or this iPhone, yeah, this, that, is this important, or what am I supposed to do first? Try to try to set a goal, try to set boundaries and stuff like that, and know what is important when it comes to life. And yeah, and I feel I've learned that I know what is less important now in life than what I thought was before. when I was younger, because when I was younger everything was like, oh my god, she has the cool shoes, I want them. Now it's like, okay, they're cool. Do I really need them? No, I don't need them. Then I'm not gonna get them. Sometimes. So one thing I've learned in my 20s is love yourself, you know? Like, that was actually really hard for me growing up. I had like people around me that was like negative. Yeah, I would just say out loud. Yeah, I had people around me that was negative, and that really affected me like growing up. And I couldn't have that mindset that, oh, like I'm beautiful the way I am, I'm beautiful, I love myself the way I am. I always had problem, like I couldn't like look at myself and see the beauty in me, if you know what I mean. Like I was always trying to compare myself to other people, and like, oh, why don't I look like that, maybe I would have been prettier or something. And the reason why was because I had people around me that was always like kind of bullying, and these people are people that should have known better. It wasn't like kids, it was grown-ups that, yeah, that will always be picking on me, like, oh, you, like you will hear some of them saying, oh, you're too skinny, or oh, you're getting fat, or oh, your ass is so small, like why is your ass shaped like that, like you don't look, you know, like you don't look like this, you don't look like that. And that was like, it was too much. I always heard things in my ears like almost all the time, and I just felt like being around these people it wasn't positive for me as a kid. That was really bad. But again, it wasn't like I could decide that, okay, I don't want to hang out, or I don't want to be around you people, because it was nothing I could choose myself. I was like, yeah, I have to go and visit these people because they were kind of family, or whatever you would call it. Like, it took me a while for me to get over here when it comes to what is it called, self confidence. Like I didn't have that. I didn't have it for like so long. And from 19, it was when I felt like, okay, I'm my own kind of beautiful. I am made, like I'm created the way I was created for a purpose, and everyone is not supposed to look the same. And like, okay, I'm black, but I don't have all these typical African features. Like you have to have like this curvy uh, hips and big ass and or whatever, you know, and like big lips and stuff. I never had that, and I got like bullied for that, like, oh, your ass, oh, you don't have hips. Yeah, well, and now when I think about it, like growing up, and now I just think like, well, I'm happy that I'm different, like I'm unique in my own way, and I don't have to have a big head or like a big ass for me to like feel like I'm beautiful. I'm beautiful just the way I am. So yeah, that self love is important to have. And one more thing I've learned is that you should learn not to give too much when it comes to people. Like people, when I say people, I mean like friends, boyfriend, you know, like, because one thing I've learned is that people, human beings, we are made to disappoint. We are made to, you know, disappoint you. And I've learned that when you give too much of yourself to someone, this person is gonna disappoint you in the end. So like, it's fine to like feel like, okay, give a bit of yourself but not everything, because Not everyone is like you. Not everyone is honest like you. Is gonna be honest like you. Not everyone is gonna be kind like you. Like you would do stuff for people and they would never recognize what you have done, what good you have done for them. You know, like they will only see the bad when they want. They will recognize the bad, and you're just gonna be disappointed and sad and yeah. So learn not to give too much when it comes to people. That what I've learned, anyways. Yeah, I guess you're gonna think like, oh God, who broke this girl? But yeah, that's true. Like learn to save some piece of you somewhere, and then take some out. Don't just go 100%. So now I'm turning 25, and one thing I've learned that sleep is really important. Being a teenager, sleep, I don't know, I'm just this person, like I'm a light sleeper. If I go to bed and I just hear the simplest, like the tiniest noise, I will be up. And I wake up pretty early, and I'm working on that. Like I really hope or wish that I could sleep longer. Like one more thing, honesty. Okay, when I say honesty, like it's good to be honest, but know how to be honest. Like not everyone deserves your honesty. Like okay, me as a person, I'm freaking, like when it comes to honesty, I'm too honest. Like I say it, like I see things black and white, and I say it the way I see it, which I need to work on. One other thing I've learned, negativity. Like okay, when I say negativity, there are people in their life, like there are a lot of people in their life, friends, family, whatsoever, people in your life that are gonna, like that are just there just to be there. When I say there to be there, I mean like they're not adding anything to your life. Like you don't feel like you're getting anything in return. You feel like you're just giving, or this kind of, or this person is there, like they're just draining all your positive energy out of you, and they're bringing out all the negative. If you have that in your life, know when to cut that person out, like cut them off, like it's a thin thread. Just do that, cut them off. That's what I learned. Like before, I would just be like there hanging with this person, even though I know that they ain't adding shit to my life, and I just be like, yeah, well, okay. But now, no, I'm not. I've learned a lot in my. Ooh, I've learned a lot in my 20s, and now I know that okay, when I like see a situation and see this person the way they are with me, or the way I am with this person, I feel like okay, this person is making me get the. I'm getting the worst of myself being with this person. I cut you off, even though like yeah, sometimes it's hard because you feel like maybe they might be kind of fun in a way, but like they're not adding anything to your life, meaning like yeah, they're just there to be there, or they're just negative about everything. I guess this person like hates you deep down, but like they just want to be around and pretend that they care. Anyways, there are a lot of people like that, and I had a lot of people like that in my life, which I cut out, and I don't regret it at all. I think it's one of the best things that I've done, and I'm gonna continue doing that. So if I feel like okay, this person is not adding anything to my life, I feel like you're not bringing nothing to the table, cut you off. It's easy. Planned. Okay, when I say planned, planning stuff, like I'm the kind of person that I always have to plan. Like okay, what am I gonna do, how I'm gonna do it. Like sometimes I always hear from my friends that I'm kind of a control, like I need things in control. I need everything I do it in control. Like when I don't have it in control, I feel like something is wrong. I feel like I'm not myself. Yeah, so I plan too much, and you know what happens, like when you plan too much, it's not always you follow that plan. Something happens, and then your plan is ruined, then you have to start all over again. And yeah, I have noticed that happen. So in my 20s, like now I feel like something I have to work on is planning less, when I say planning less, meaning that I want to be more spontaneous. Like okay, I want to travel there, okay, I'm just gonna go tomorrow. Okay, not just like that, but like something like that, you know? Like, yeah, I want to go there. Okay, I want to go to England. And you just go to England. What are you waiting for? Like, if you sit down and plan like 5 weeks forward, like you're not gonna go. Something's gonna come up and you'll be like, oh nah, I don't think I can go. You know? Yeah. Life is not a competition. Huh? That's what I've learned. Like, life is not a competition. You live life the way it suits you best. And yeah, like, don't sit, never compete with other people. Like, okay, you might think like, oh, Mary, she has this, she has that. Okay, it's fine. Sometimes it's fine. Like, if this person is like, you can look at this person as a goal. Like, okay, she's doing this, I can also do that. Like, I see what she's doing as a goal, what I also want to do. Then it's something else. But like, if you're like, okay, she got this, like, want to compete, you're not gonna go nowhere in life. You're always gonna be sitting there, never satisfied, always competing, always trying to compare yourself to other people. That is not taking you anywhere. That I have learned that, like, I'm gonna be myself. I'm gonna do what I know I can do, like what I'm able to do. That's what I'm gonna do, and life goes on. You know? Yeah. And one more thing I've learn not to care so much. You know, when I say learn not to care so much, meaning care less, meaning this life we live, I've learned something. Like, people are gonna talk no matter what you do. Like, even if you're doing good, let's say you're on top of the world, you have your shit together, you have everything together, like, or you think you're living life and you have everything, like, you want this, you snap your finger, you get it. People are still gonna talk. And like, when I say talk, there are people out there that are gonna talk negative about you no matter what. Even if you're doing the great you can be, like, even if you're the best you can be, or you're doing something great or whatever, people are still gonna talk. Because why? This is life. That's life. People will just talk because we are human beings, and humans like to talk about other people. That's how it is. So learn to care less. That's like, it's hard. I know I'm saying this, it's hard. Like, before I was like so into like, oh, this person, people are gonna think this, people are gonna think that. But like, growing up, I just thought like, you know what, people are gonna talk, let them talk. Let them talk. And one thing I've learned, one thing my mom told me, like, I remember I would always be complaining, this person said this or said that, and my mom would tell me like, you know what, people are going to talk no matter what. And actually, it's a good thing that people are talking about you. It means that you're doing something right, whatsoever. It means that you are alive. Because if you were dead, people would just talk about you the first time you're dead, like, oh, she was on, yeah, this, that. And then you're gone, you're out of the picture. But living, meaning people are going to always talk about you. So anyways, yeah, so people are going to talk as long as you live, you know. So that's life. Life goes on. Just let people talk. And haters makes you famous somehow. Being single is not the end of the world. One thing I've learned, being single is actually good. Like, it shows that you have control, you have things under control. Like, you're able to be like, I don't even know how to explain it, but like, being single, not having a boyfriend, not having a what is not like a boyfriend, girlfriend, whatever, is not, it doesn't make you less worthy than someone who's in a relationship. Like, if you know what I mean. Like, I remember like being young, people would just run in a relationship, like having a relationship goal as a relationship. If you know what I mean. Don't have a relationship goal. Don't let your relationship goal be a relationship. That's just fucked up. Like, people get in a relationship just so it'll be like, oh yeah, I have a boyfriend, oh yeah, I have a girlfriend. No, don't do that. Like, if you're in a relationship, you should be there because it's worth it, or because you feel like, okay, I'm supposed to be here, if you know. Yeah, so being single is fine, and that I've learned. Like, nothing wrong being single.